All right, a final reflection. Jay Leno was interviewed about comedy today. Here's a kind of clip that the Newsbusters guys put together.
Everything now is, if people don't like your politics, everyone has to know your politics. When people see you as one-sided, it just makes it tough. And plus, I did it when, Clinton was horny and Bush was dumb, and it was just a little easier.
You're a mess.
Now it's all very serious. Everything is just so. I just like see a bit of civility come back to it. The theory when we did the show was you just watch the news, we'll make fun of the news and get your mind off the news. Mm-hmm. Well, now people just want to be on the news all the time.
Right.
So you just have one subject, so it's the same topic every night, which makes it very hard. I mean, all the comics, Jimmy and Colbert and everybody else, it's tough when that's the only topic
everything.
out there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So he's actually saying that the comics are giving a certain number of the people what they want, that the lure is coming from the people. It always does. I mean, obviously, if their ratings were dropping off the shelf, they would be taken off the air, but they're not dropping off the shelf because all leftists know they can go on TV and watch and have their ideas reinforced. And if they don't, they'll go into your past, dig up some stuff, and come after your sponsors and protest you. And we don't do that so much. And so they know that they're free to do this. But Johnny Carson, Drudge put up this Johnny Carson clip. Obviously, he was the best of all of these guys, the guy they all admire, the guy they all want to be. Speaking at a time, of course, when there were only 3 network TV stations, and so everybody was watching The Tonight Show. Now, not that many people are watching any given station at any time. There's a lot more niche TV. But he's talking about something that happens to you when you start to feel that you have to make comments.
You get sensitive about the fact that people say, he'll never take a serious controversy.
Well, I have an answer to that. I said, now, tell me the last time that Jack Benny, Red Skelton, any comedian, used his show to do serious issues. That's not what I'm there for. Can't they see that?
But you're not...
Why do they think that just because you have a Tonight Show that you must deal in serious issues? That's a danger. It's a real danger. Once you start that, you start to get that self-important feeling that what you say has great import. And strangely enough, you could use that show as a forum. You could sway people, and I don't think you should as an entertainer.
See, we talk about this all the time, a little good Aristotelian thought, that things have a purpose. The thing you do has a purpose. His purpose is to entertain. His purpose was to entertain everybody. The problem is once these guys start thinking that they have something to say, and there's no such thing as a comedian, especially a comedian over 50, who doesn't think he has something to say. All comedians start out angry. That's why they're funny. And then they get even more and more bitter as people don't take them seriously and they want to be taken seriously. At age 50, they all start to think, oh, I have something to say. You don't. Your talent is making people laugh. And once you start to think that you have something to say, you're putting on that ring of leftism. You're becoming, I can't remember his name, the goblin's name. What is it? Oh, yeah, that's right. Gollum. And once you become Gollum, you start to think that you have something to say and that your point of view is somehow worth excluding all the other people whom you're supposed to be making laugh. And leftism does this to people. It makes them invisible to themselves. It is a bad philosophy because it's not a liberal philosophy. And when, the thing is right now, conservatism is the liberal philosophy. Right this minute, conservatism is the liberal philosophy. If there comes a time when conservatism no longer allows its opposition to speak, if there comes a time when conservatism starts to sort people according to race, if there comes a time when conservatism starts stopping women from doing what they want, no matter what it is, including staying home with their kids and raising a family and making a home for their husband, if it's also that, when conservatism becomes the illiberal side, hey, I'll be happy to switch over if the left is then the liberal side. But that's not what's happening. Right this minute, right this point in time, it is the left that is the party of hate, the party of racism, the party of exclusion. And you can tell by the fact that there is not one comedian. It would be something else if there were alternating comedians on the right and left. But it's only leftists because only leftists will only let leftists speak because they are illiberal.